Well, welcome to Encounters. My name is Stephen West. I am your host. I'm sitting next to my lovely daughter, Maya, my oldest child. And this is where most good conversations happens at the bar, at the counters. Maya, what are you drinking today?
Pinot Grigio.
You're having a glass of Pinot today. Okay. I'm drinking what they call Steve's sweet drink. It is
Or a
it's not
peach
healthy
drink.
for you, huh?
Or a peach drink.
Or what did I say?
Steve's sweet drink.
Sweet drink or peach drink.
Do you want to cheers?
Cheers. As you can see, we have a number of drinks in the back. Everything from
Tastes like Ron's wine.
it tastes like mojitos to whiskey sours to Manhattans.
Margaritas.
So there's a number of drinks there. Today we're gonna talk about various numbers of topics, but we're gonna start with war.
Yeah.
As Trump would say, war. Just war. What's going on in the Middle East? If there's any impact on us as Americans.
Yes, there is.
You're ready to get started, huh?
I am.
Okay. So tell me, what do you think about all of this kind of craziness?
I think it's stupid.
Okay.
That baseline, it's stupid.
Okay.
The fact that
Yeah, I know. You're
I'm
salty.
finding myself.
Yep, salty about it.
Yeah. My friend, she works in Jordan in the Middle East. She works for the Swedish embassy.
Okay.
And I just have like this huge amount of fear for her because
You don't know.
you don't know. And to Donald Trump, brown is brown. It don't matter if you're Latino brown, black brown, Middle Eastern brown. It does not matter.
Brown is brown.
Brown is brown to him. And so I just have this immense fear for her that she's going to be in danger because she works for the Swedish government in Jordan.
Right.
And I worry about her. I worry about the people of the Middle East because it's not fair to... We shouldn't even be in a war in the first place.
I agree.
I think it's ridiculous. You asked, is there any consequences for us Americans? Yes. Look at our gas prices. Why is gas $3.70?
Yeah, it's on average 405 now, on average in the United States.
That is so expensive. I'm used to gas costing
$2
$2.80,
plus.
whatever. For it to cost $3.70, almost a whole dollar more,
Right.
I don't want to drive because I don't want to get gas. I have to get gas on my way home today, and I'm irritated about that.
So let's talk about I think the fallout is obviously we're frustrated about that, but let's talk about how we ended up here.
Well, racism.
Okay, you want to elaborate on that or
Brown is brown.
Okay, I get that.
He sees anyone with brown skin as a threat. He's xenophobic. He's afraid of other. And I think part of that comes from Benjamin Netanyahu speaking in his little stupid ear, hearing things like, yeah, the Muslims are going to try and kill us and our entire race is going to be wiped out, blah, blah, blah. And to Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu is his number one bestie. That's his other half over here. And I think racism plays such a big role in that because so many people from Israel who are Jewish are white presenting. And I think then for Trump, he's like, yes, our allies are white and our enemies are brown. And so then he sees a
Brown and Muslim.
Brown and Muslim. He sees a brown and Muslim person and he's like, they must die because they are a threat to us.
Yeah, the whole thing is incredible to me. I cannot believe, and I keep saying this, and it just every time something happens out of this government's White House regime, I say to myself,
it is a regime.
It is a regime. I say to myself, I can't believe it happened, and then something comes and it happens again. And I'm sitting here and I could not believe we just simply went to war with no mission, no vision, no exit plan. To your point, Netanyahu from Israel got into the president's ear, I believe. And we now are fighting
Israel's war.
Iran and
Iran.
That's what I said, Iran. Iran? No, Iran.
Iran.
Iran. Okay. We're fighting Iran. We killed leaders of the country. We killed babies, female, little
Who
girls.
did we kill their supreme leader?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. It wasn't bothering us. They weren't.
Let's not get it twisted. They have things they need to work on.
100.
Yes.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
However,
yep.
I do not believe in murder. I don't believe in capital punishment. I don't believe in murdering a leader. I think there are different ways to go about things.
Well, I agree. And I mean,
think removing him from power, arresting, because should we be killing any protesters? No. Which is what Trump is using. Like, they were killing protesters. Okay, but so did the U.S. government.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look here in Minneapolis.
Yep.
Renee Good
Yep.
and Alex Preddy.
Yep.
Protesters. Dead. I'm not really seeing how they're different.
They're different. I agree. I 100% agree.
Fighting for, like, people's basic human rights
yeah.
is not different from people in Iran, specifically in Tehran, where they're fighting for women and they're fighting for, like, a woman's choice to leave the house without permission.
100%.
Imagine if I could not leave the house without your permission. I would go stir crazy.
Right.
I'm not understanding how they're different.
And here we are in week, 3 now? End of week 3?
4.
So we're heading to 4. A month into this madness. People are dying. Thank God we rescued the second of the 2 pilots who had cried or got shot down. So as of this morning, or as of this taping, they had rescued the second pilot.
But let's think, did they really?
Well, again, we don't know this because you can't trust our regime to give us straight answers. And from what I've told, I just saw that Trump's text on Truth Social.
See, I don't even have that because it's
I don't either, but I just read it and called them the F word and
like the F slur, like
used the F word.
like F-U-C-K.
Yeah, like I don't know if you're supposed to spell it out for people, but
that rhymes with duck.
yeah, he said that on his Truth Social thing there, and that by Tuesday.
I bet he's a flat earther.
Yeah, I don't know. By Tuesday, if they didn't open the Straits of Hormuz, all hell was about to rain down on them. So we might be committing war crimes. The threat of war crimes have already been put out there, but now
that is.
Yeah.
I don't believe in war. I think war is a stupid thing. Everything can be resolved with a conversation, in my opinion. Things like this. You do not need to go about killing civilians, killing military members. That is not ethical to me. And so to hear war crimes being threatened is it's absolutely crazy to me. Did we not learn anything? Bush did 9/11, right?
What do you mean he did 9/11?
Like, that's just the saying. Bush did 9/11.
No, he did not. So, he was overseeing America when 9/11 happened.
Yeah, so Bush did 9/11.
No, he did not do 9/11.
Did we need to go to war then? No. We did not need to go to war with the entire Middle East and disrupt every single government.
Yeah. I will say this, though.
A war on terror is different, though, than a war on countries.
I will say this, though. After 9/11.
I guess I was 1, so I don't really know.
After 9/11, I will say, although I don't believe in war, I understood why he was going. I understood the premise of, you came over and killed 3,000 people in our country.
But does that justify killing an entire civilization?
We did not kill the entire civilization.
But why are we even,
I just said, I don't condone anything. I don't condone it, but I understood it. I got it. There was rhyme and reason to why, hey, you took a shot at my daddy, H.W. Bush. Okay, I understood that. Hey, you killed 3,000 of our people. It was like when we went to war finally after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. I don't condone any of that, but I understood why we went to war, that we entered the war.
Like Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
I don't.
Why? They attacked Pearl Harbor in Hawaii.
Yeah.
All right, and killed.
And that was evil. Should they have done that? No.
Right.
Should we have retaliated? No. I do not believe in war in any way, shape, or form. I don't believe in World War II, World War I.
Okay.
The only war that makes sense to me, Civil War. Because in the Civil War,
I understand.
they had a purpose. They had a cause.
Yep.
It was slavery,
Yep.
no slavery.
Well, World War II.
Union, no union.
No, well, World War II, you can argue Nazis were trying to take over the world.
Which was stupid.
Right.
Why are the Nazis trying to take over the world? I don't get it. What is wrong with them?
I mean, you had Hitler at the height of his superpowers, right?
But I don't get it.
Well, I'm just saying, that's one of the reasons our rationale is like, we got to stop Nazism.
Which, sure, but I don't understand. For me, the confusing part about war is I don't understand how people get to the point where they are like Hitler, like Donald Trump. Why do they have so much hatred in their heart for things that are different than them? I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's hard.
That does not make sense to me. Why does Hitler feel that the only type of human race should be blonde-haired and blue-eyed? I don't understand that. Like, that to me doesn't make sense that he felt that's the only people that should exist.
Well, it's because you don't understand the mind of a narcissist. You don't understand the mind of a person who's trying to be an authoritarian. None of us do. I can't understand Trump.
But why do you want so much power? I don't understand. Like, what is appealing about power?
Oh my God, yeah. Power allows you to get into the authority and run things, and money. It's all at the underlying of power is greed.
Well, yeah, but
right. So
just am okay as a teacher.
With Trump, he had to stay in power because he was going to be arrested for his crimes and the things that he's done. So he had to stay in power from the presidency. That's why he fought so hard in 2020, and then he lost, and then the powers of that be went slowly, or they could have got him after they did the January 6th stuff.
The insurrection.
That should have been enough right there. They should have arrested everybody to get everybody.
Arrested, yes. I agree. They should have been arrested. But to me, okay, as a teacher, you have a certain degree of power, right?
Yeah.
Like over some children. As a principal or superintendent, you also have a certain degree of power. Mm-hmm. To me, that's not appealing. Mm. Why do you want to make the decisions for others? I don't understand that.
Well, I do think
because part of being a principal and part of being a superintendent is wanting a certain degree of power. Yeah?
No. Power comes to you because you are the principal or the superintendent. I didn't take those roles as the principal of a building or the superintendent because, oh my God, I'm overseeing everybody. I took the role because I thought, when I was, applying for those jobs that I could do a good job in those roles. And then people say, yeah, you are a natural leader. That's not authoritarian.
No. I think it's different, but I don't understand the appeal of power like that.
I understand that.
Like, I don't understand the appeal of power and wanting to start a war because you want to be more powerful than another country.
Because you want to show people, like, I don't have to go through the Congress to do this, right? It takes on this thing, right? Like, you get it, and all of a sudden you have this power, and then you are like, it's this idea, like, I'm going to get back at my enemies who tried to get at me, right?
But, like, that's because then I think about
that's how this happened.
We have the Constitution, and in the Constitution are built-in checks and balances.
Correct.
Why do you want all this power?
You're not supposed to.
You have a check and balance.
No. Okay, you could want all the power in the world because you're right.
Because
Constitution.
The president of the United States is the most powerful man on earth.
I would argue he's not. I would argue because of the Constitution, he's held in check and balances.
Well, then would you say the U.S. government is the most powerful entity on Earth?
When run correctly, the United States government is the most powerful entity in the world because we have this republic, and you're going, okay, I got a president who oversees the most powerful military and all of that, but I also have a legislature that blocks the president. And then, oh, by the way, the Supreme Court will tell us if we're constitutional or unconstitutional. The judges will tell us that. And so you're supposed to be using these checks and balances. But because all of the people in the judicial, in the legislature, they're all together, now Trump feels like he is, or any president would feel like he is an authoritarian. I'm running this, and now guess what? I don't have to come to you as a Senate or a House to tell you I'm going to war with Iran. How is that possible?
How are you not going to check with
Correct.
the what, 500 people?
435.
435 for
or
the
535.
House. 535 because if you're including 2 senators from every state. So how are you not checking in with your 500 people of like balance?
Yeah. Well, that's when you become authoritarian, when you
and you didn't check in with them. And the people that... Anyways, whatever. Do you think the U.S. military is genuinely the most powerful military, or do we just spend the most money on them? Because I do not think those two things are equal.
I believe both.
You do?
I believe we spend the most money, but I believe the type of military... I do believe the type of military we have is like unlike anything. Even the Chinese don't have the stuff that we have. They have good stuff, but we have incredible stuff. Now, the question becomes, are the people running the military, are they at the best that they can be?
No.
Okay, I would argue that's true. Because
you argue that they're the best or not the best?
They're not the best.
Agreed.
I think they've been fired. All the great guys have been fired. And here's the funny part about those. A lot of those are a lot of Republican leaning people, but they have gone through service. 4-star generals being fired. I mean,
I think there's a difference between Republican and Trump, like conservative. A Republican to me are the Mitt Romneys. Is Mitt Romney great? No. Do I believe in his politics? No. But can I have a civil conversation with him? Yeah. Can I have one with a Trumpy? No. Because they fundamentally do not believe in our rights.
Well, we're going to talk about the war on and on and on because it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon.
No, and that irritates me.
I know. We've had people...
it genuinely bothers...
I can tell.
...my soul because I do not understand war. I don't get it. I do not understand, I understand you have a problem with someone, but I had a problem with 3 of my friends last week. And you know what I did? I texted them and I said, hey, when you did this, that really hurt me. And they said, oh my gosh, Maya, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. That wasn't my intention. So why can they not have a civil conversation? I just do not understand war. War gets under my skin. I think it's stupid and I think it's dumb and I think we spend way too much money on our military and in our police because why are our police essentially a second military? I don't get it. I do not understand. It doesn't make sense to me.
And I have to tell you, Maya, as my oldest daughter, I appreciate that vibe. I think we shouldn't be spending the kind of money that we're spending on these areas. It doesn't mean I believe in defunding police or defunding the military. I just don't believe that we need all of the money for all of this stuff.
Defunding means not giving more.
Correct.
Their budget is already so high. So why would we increase our budget when we could be increasing things like education and community programs?
100%.
Community program. It is proven that community programs go up, crime goes down. Right. Why wouldn't we invest in our people and in our communities, in the communities that need us the most? Why are you spending more money for people who are reactive instead of being proactive?
And with that, on that note, I want to thank Maya for that. I think there is something real to that. I think the youth of the day hopefully will take us to a place where we remain strong in our country but not have to go to unnecessary war. So I do believe that. So I thank you for that. I'm going to skip over and just continue. Normally I would stop here, but I'm going to go on and just talk a couple fun things, because we've been talking negative about, well, I won't call moon travel.
Moon travel is great. I think space is so interesting. Yeah. Yes, I have a lot to say about it, but I think it's a more interesting thing than
just talking about
it's
war.
a brighter, it's more, what's the word? enlightening than politics and war.
Yeah, war.
It's more, it's easier to digest.
Well, previous to us going online, the women's NCAA,
March Madness.
UCLA Bruins win a title.
That's
against,
shocking to me.
Yeah, against South Carolina. I didn't look at
The score.
I didn't look at who was favored. I don't know.
I think South Carolina was favored because they had a better record.
Did they or did UCLA?
South
I thought UCLA they have one of the top players going out in the WNBA draft. They might have two players in the top 10 going out. But
South Carolina was 36-4, and UCLA was 37-1.
That's what I'm saying.
So they had South Carolina played more games though.
Yeah, but UCLA
and they were both number one.
Yeah, they were in their seeding.
Yeah.
But UCLA might have been the number one overall team. And they smoked them 79-51. Mm-hmm. You just don't see a Dawn Staley team get beat that bad.
And especially because they were the champions last year.
Did they win last year?
Yeah.
They won?
Dawn won last year.
Okay.
And so it's shocking.
It is shocking.
And UConn being beat by South Carolina.
Yeah.
Just for them to lose 2 days later.
By 18, yeah.
That's because Connecticut is a great team.
Yeah. Well, but obviously South Carolina is a great team. And
these are all good teams.
But UCLA must have been the dominant team. So I'm going to do a shout out just to UCLA women's basketball. Go Bruins for that. Not that I had a connection with any of them, but I've been around watching South Carolina dominate people for the past decade. So to see them get throttled like they got throttled, I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
All right. Well, we're about to close, but we've come to one of the things that came from you, Maya, was that as we end our podcast, we talk about something really, really positive. And the last time we talked about music.
Yeah.
So, Maya.
Howard. She was wearing Howard. Go Bison.
Mm-hmm. Music-wise, do you have any music you want to talk about that you celebrate?
I do.
Okay, lay it on.
One. Michael Jackson's movie biopic comes out this month.
Yes.
The month of April.
Couple weeks?
Yeah, I think 2-3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I want to see it. I'm excited to see it.
Yes.
Especially because it's his nephew playing him, and I think
Jafar.
I hate that name.
Jafar Jackson.
Jafar, because isn't that the bad guy from?
Yes, it is.
Aladdin.
Yeah. Jafar.
Anyways, Jafar is playing him, and I think that's really fascinating that you get to play this huge figure, but who's also your uncle. I think that's going to be really an interesting dynamic to see how his take on things. That's going to be fascinating. And Michael Jackson is just everything. So I think it'll be interesting to watch Michael.
I think for me, obviously, as you know, I am a Michael Jackson Bobo. So
do you think they're going to have any videos
of his live
performances?
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. Do you think he's going to have any videos of his live performances?
I don't know.
Or how do you think they'll do the biopic?
That's where I was going to go with this. I am really excited, but I am really anxious that they don't mess this up. Mm-hmm. Like, I've seen many Michael Jackson's kind of movies.
Like the musical?
Not the musical, but like just the movies and made-for-TV shows of Michael Jackson. Mm. And they have like these Michael impersonators, and I go, oh my God.
It's Mike.
You're right. And the closest that they got to Mike, I thought, was the movie American Dream with the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons. And even there, that was like, I was like, that's not Mike.
Yeah.
So Jafar, everybody's speaking about him doing a great job. And I just don't want it to be cheesy.
It's going to be cheesy, though.
I don't want it to be cheesy.
Biopics are always cheesy. The Elvis movie
This is Michael, though. This is Michael Jackson, though. This is Michael Jackson. I mean,
is Jafar going to play him when his vitiligo took over?
I don't know. I don't know. I assume with this skin becoming lighter,
Yeah.
they're going to have to talk about it, I think.
But are they going to get a new actor, or are they
No,
just going
Jafar is the guy. He's the actor.
They're going to do white skin?
Well, I don't know what they're going to do, but
You know,
what I don't want them
They're
to,
going to do whiteface?
what I don't want to happen is that it's be cheesy. That it's just cheesy. I cannot.
It's
that
going to be cheesy.
I don't want to spend my hard-earned money for something I walk out of because I go, that's not Mike. Now, again, I'm banking on the fact with the director and everybody and the kind of energy they put behind this that we're going to see something great.
And his brothers were all a part of production, right?
Yeah, they all sat in and watched it, but this wasn't about the Jacksons. The Jacksons.
No, this is Michael's story.
Right. Yeah, this is
Part of that
the estate.
Is his family.
No, the family went and saw the movie. I heard Janet was not happy about it. There were a couple things that she didn't like about it, but Jermaine loved it.
Well, of course, Jermaine.
And said that.
Do you know who Jermaine reminds me of?
Who?
Uncle Ted. Hi, Uncle Ted. Jermaine Jackson reminds me of you.
Oh no, the brother who was jealous of Mike.
Well, no, that's not what I was thinking.
Jermaine, oh my God, that guy.
Jafar is his.
Jafar is the son of Jermaine, though. So, all right. So Mike's coming out. Michael. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm ready for it.
Any other music takes you got?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in my Ray Charles era.
Oh, did you watch the autobiography with Jamie Foxx?
I don't watch movies like that. But I have been listening to a bunch of Ray Charles music lately. And he is incredible.
He is.
Like, growing up, people have always mentioned Ray Charles and how he's amazing. But as I've gotten older and in the last, 3 months or so, OMG.
Yeah, he was the man.
I've been listening to I Believe to My Soul a lot. That song is incredible. When he comes in and he uses his big voice like that, it stops me and I cannot just listen to it once. I have to listen to it at least 2 times or more. I also
shout out to the millennials that are listening to Ray Charles. No, you're a Generation X. Are you a Gen
Z?
Gen Z's listening to Ray Charles. That's shout out there.
And so I have a student, and one of her name is in one of Ray Charles's song, and so I was singing it. It's Georgia on my mind, and they had no idea. My students had no idea who he was.
But why would they?
Because I knew who he was at their age.
Yeah, of course. Got your daddy.
But I don't, why wouldn't they know who he is?
Well, like I said.
Well, to be fair, they also don't know who One Direction or Harry Styles is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Me. But they should know who Ray Charles is. And so
it's your job to educate them about that.
And I did. I have, in fact, sang a Ray Charles song to them almost every day since I started listening to him more regularly.
And is there a reason why you've been on the Ray Charles kick?
I saw a TikTok saying that he was a really interesting character, and I was like, okay, let me listen to a song so I can understand why they think he was so interesting. And I agree. I think he's interesting.
Very much interesting story. Was on drugs a lot. Came off of it. He's doing some heavy stuff. I mean, if you watch the Jamie Foxx,
M or the H,
the heroin and all
the
of that,
H,
yeah, because a lot of the big time Charlie Parker, Miles Davis, all these great guys in the 50s and 60s were using that stuff. And
is that when Ray Charles was big in the 60s?
50s, 60s, 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he was big in the 60s. Ray Charles. He was young. Quincy.
Did Grandma like him?
Oh my God, yeah. Ray Charles is. Heck yeah.
The Supremes.
What do you mean?
Is he that big? Like the Supremes? Like Diana? I know Grandma.
Most people would argue Ray Charles is on the Mount Rushmore of music. He's a big time.
And he should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He is good enough to be that, and I don't understand why he doesn't get as much recognition.
Again, though,
like Stevie Wonder. Do you think Stevie or Ray Charles?
Well, most people think Stevie Wonder.
Really?
Yeah, because most people grew up with the young little Stevie. he was a kid, and they kind of grew up with him.
I love both. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
yeah.
I love both of them.
But when most people saw Ray Charles, he was older, and people were like, "Whoa, this guy can play the piano, and he's blind, and he's this." I tell people all the time, like his music and the way his voice is, that if you listen to "We Are the World" again,
We are the world.
that song
With
Michael and I
all
believe
of those singers.
all of them. Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson wrote it. That if you listen to that song, the two voices that come out of it the most, believe it or not, is Bruce Springsteen's voice is incredible.
He was just here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was here for the march.
Senor Perona?
I saw him on the picture.
Yeah, he was just there. I love Senor Perona.
But anyway, Bruce Springsteen's voice was incredible. And Ray Charles was the one that tied it all together. So if you listen to I want to say Ready for the World, but We Are the World. He was okay. We don't need to be singing. Any other musicians that are on your mind?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the last one. I have super pinky promise.
Okay.
Olivia Dean.
Okay.
We were talking about her at Easter dinner, and you said you hadn't heard of her.
Mm-mm.
But to me, she is timeless. She is classy. She is
Is she a new artist, or?
Yeah, she's...
How can she be timeless and classy if she's new?
Her outfits, her voice. You have to listen to her album. It is actually probably one of my favorite albums of all time. I just bought it on vinyl yesterday because I was like, I need to have the physical copy of this. She is genuinely so incredible. And she just, when I was in Hawaii with Eliana brought up the fact that she said that some of her songs were so vulnerable that she didn't want to release them. But then she said, in the interview, she said that music, though, her music that she writes isn't just for her. When people hear songs, they tie it and connect it to their own life. So if she wants to release a vulnerable song, A Couple Minutes is one of her songs. She said it was so vulnerable and it was really hard for her to want to release that song. But because other people might have had similar experiences, whether that's in a romantic or platonic relationship, she said that she wants people to be able to hear something and think of themselves and reflect on their relationships with people. And the line that stood out to her the most, and to me, was love's never wasted when it's shared. And I think that is so good. Like, she's so true. She's so true. She's so right that love is never wasted when it's shared. Because I look back onto my friendships that have ended over the years, and I'm like, they were good for what it was. We cared about each other. We loved each other. We've matured. We've grown on. We've outgrown our friendship, and that's okay. But what we had at the time was so worth it. I love Olivia.
I agree. Well, first of all, that's incredible thought process. As you were speaking, I was just thinking about how my mom and how I looked at my mom when she would tell me about my music.
Yeah.
And she would say, "Who is that?" And, "Oh my God, you're listening to hip hop or whatever."
But she's not hip hop.
I know.
Or rap.
I know, but it was. Now you guys are listening to the Olivia
Dean.
Olivia Deans and One Directions and.
I love One Direction, but she's different from One Direction.
Right.
Okay, One Direction is my bop to the top like jams, right? And they're fun. Her music is soulful and will stand the test of time. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just think she is different from them. To me, Olivia Dean falls in the same category as, like, she'll be a future. This is a big.
No, don't say Whitney Houston.
Ew, no.
Okay.
Whitney is Whitney. I was gonna say, like, in the timelessness of Aretha, right? Aretha is. I'm not putting her at the same level as Aretha.
Oh my God.
Do not fret. She is not the same level as Aretha.
Absolutely not.
But Aretha is timeless, yes?
Yes.
Olivia will be timeless.
We shall see.
You have to listen to her.
I'm going to Spotify her and listen to her and see what that's all about.
Her album is called The Art of Loving, and so it touches on relationships, platonically, romantic relationships, and it's really interesting to see her take on them and like how it's so easy to fall in love but also fall out of love, and why it's important to take care of each other. And it's just a fascinating album, and I love her.
It's great to hear.
I'm going to see her soon.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to see her in June, right?
Yeah, June.
June. Live here in Minneapolis, I assume.
At the Target Center.
At the Target Center.
Yeah.
Well, although I don't know her music or know this genre of music, I'm not going to be like my mother, who was like, you have horrible taste in music. I will just simply say I'm not sure I know the music, and so I need to learn it better. I'm an old soul, so I listen to a lot of, Ray Charles and some of those
Stevie,
stuff.
Mike,
a lot of Motown.
Big Mike.
You know what I mean? Mike, that type of thing. But I will never put down yours and Peyton's music.
And I think, like, out of all of the artists I listen to, because I've been told I have an expensive music taste.
Of course.
I listen to a little bit of everything. Even country I'm getting into, which is new.
That is new.
Olivia has been the one person that my friends have always been like, I am so glad you showed me her. Or she hits, her older album hits more of like different genres, whereas this one is more R&B and soulful. And
I understand.
So like, she's the one person that has crossed the genres of my friends.
Well, then I definitely have to listen to this woman who
Go
has
Olivia.
crossed the genre.
She just won a Grammy.
Oh, she did?
A couple.
Okay.
And a Brit Award.
For what?
She's incredible. Best New Artist.
Best New Artist. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to listen to it and see. I want to thank you, Maya, for highlighting those acts. I can't believe the eclecticness of your music taste, from Ray Charles to Olivia Dean. That's incredible.
One Direction.
And One Direction in the middle there. I want to thank everybody for listening to it. Maya, I'm excited about you going back to work tomorrow. I hope your trip to Hawaii was tremendous.
It was beautiful and magical. And I just would like everyone to know, I did donate to flood relief because it was a privilege that we got to be there when they are, in fact, suffering from a natural disaster.
On the main island? The Big Island?
Not the Big Island. It was Oahu and Honolulu.
Okay.
They were suffering so much, and we didn't just go like without thinking about it. We went, we did research, we supported local businesses, we only ate from local restaurants. Like, that is what we did to support the island while we were there. And we also donated before we left to flood relief because, like I said, it was a privilege that we got to go and visit the island.
Yeah. And as this is a holy day, Easter, I guess one of the things that I remember about God talking to Jesus was he said to Jesus, and this is what I'm going to say to you, Maya, not to say that you're Jesus-like, but he said, I'm most proud. After he was baptized, Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. And when he came out, he said, I'm most pleased with you. And so I will say to you, Maya, I'm most pleased with you. You're a heck of a young lady, and you make me proud. And I'm just excited to see where you go in life, be it married or children or none of the above or whatever, or educator or just continue teaching. You've done a good job, and I'm very pleased with you. And I'm most likely the most nervous Nelly dad, but you don't make me nervous. I just am nervous. So thank you for coming for the second episode of Encounters, and I look forward to putting this out to.
I love podcasts. I think I have a lot of good things
to say. Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm a pretty interesting person.
And I look forward to putting this out for everybody.
Hi, Uncle Ted. I know you're watching. Thank you, though.
Yep. Bye.